Shifting our focus now, Britain is planning the creation of a new national police service on the lines of the US agency, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, or the FBI. It would be tasked with more complex investigations such as counter-terrorism, fraud, online child abuse, and criminal gangs. According to the report, the National Police Force will bring the work of existing agencies under the same umbrella that deals with terrorism and crime, police helicopters and policing of the roads, and regional organized crime units in England and Wales. Speaking in an interview, UK's Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood said that the new body will lift the burden on the 43 local police forces in England and Wales, helping them focus solely on day-to-day crimes within their jurisdictions. Mahmood highlighted the need for the new force and stated that local police units lacked the skills or resources that they need to fight complex modern crime. She added that the current model was built for a different century, leading to an epidemic of everyday crimes such as phone thefts and shoplifting, which often goes unpunished. However, she clarified that the idea behind the National Police Service was not to save money.
So the point of our reforms is a national police service will deal with all of the national and international crime. It will be their job to go after terrorists, serious organised criminals, fraudsters. You know, we need a really agile national service that can keep pace with the international criminals who change their business model all the time. We'll have fewer regional forces who can focus on specialist investigations like for murder, for rape, for serious violence.
The current structure of the British Police Service allows Metropolitan Police to tackle counter-terror incidents, while the West Yorkshire Police handles the National Air Service. National highways, on the other hand, are patrolled by the Sussex Police. With this new reform, the UK Home Secretary hopes to bring them under the National Police Service along with the National Crime Agency. This, however, remember, is not the first time that the UK has attempted police reforms. Previous Tory governments have introduced several waves of overhauls, often focusing on professionalism, local accountability as well. A very similar plan was introduced by Mahmood's Labour predecessor, Charles Clarke, back in 2006, but it did not succeed. That time, the Serious and Organised Crime Agency was touted as Britain's FBI, although the coalition government later replaced it with National Crime Agency, which was again dubbed as Britain's FBI. For long, the British police chiefs have been calling for the restructuring of its fragmented units with 12 mega forces to save money and boost crime fighting. 20 years ago, similar cuts were proposed by the then Home Secretary, who suggested cutting the number of forces to 12. The new proposals are set to be unveiled in the British Parliament, where Secretary Mahmood is expected to argue in favour of the policy proposal, asserting that the current model of 43 forces is too bureaucratic and wastes money.